What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Meagan Good. Now, Meagan Good keeps trying to make everybody believe that, she's turning the corner. She's much happier not being married, and insinuating that Devon Franklin, her ex-husband, was a problem for her, which is interesting because when she got with Devon, she was in bad shape. And you can even ask her. When they got together, around 2012, they met each other and they got married immediately after getting with each other. And she was with them for a while. And I think towards the end of that marriage, you could tell that she wanted to be single. She wanted to live her best life. She still thought she still thinks she has it. And again, Meagan Good is not an unattractive woman whatsoever. If there was a woman that I could say that was definitely a crush, it's Meagan Good. All right. And she knows this. And that's why she had no problem leaving Devon Franklin and being single again. And she wants everybody to know that she got help from Halle Berry. As you can see from this article here, Halle Berry helped her out with support. Now, it's very ironic because Halle Berry can't keep a man. She's constantly single. She's constantly divorced. She gets with somebody, gets married, gets divorced. Gets with somebody, that relationship fails. Now she's with someone else, but it is what it is. So it's very funny how she's lending her support. You got Meagan Good doing all these interviews and making it seem like, she's much happier and, she has great things ahead of her, which it could be true, right? But I just feel like this is a way to sort of make Devon Franklin look bad. Devon has said absolutely nothing about her in a bad way. He has not insinuated anything. Has he spoke about how unhappy divorce was for him? Yes. But Devon is a pastor, He is someone who is deeply into faith, and he's going to speak on certain things a certain way, right? But I don't think he's ever really addressed his divorce with her as a way of feeling free. Meagan Good feels freed from Devon Franklin. She got with him because she needed some order in her life. She needed some faith, only for her to want to leave that structure, because that's not who she is. Most women like her don't want structure. They want to be able to live their best life. They want to be in these streets, no matter how old they get. You got women in their 40s and 50s thinking they still got it, and they still in these streets with no marriage ring, because the men that they actually want ain't trying to marry them. And they don't understand that pond gets smaller and smaller, that you only going to meet one, maybe two decent dateable people in your life if you're not looking in the right direction. And I think she met somebody in Devon that may have been good for her. They were together for a while, only for her to just give up and not want to deal with marriage anymore and to be single again. And she's doing all these various interviews and, just insinuating that Devon was an anchor, that he was not somebody that she wanted to be with long term. So let's get into this article. This is according to People. Halle Berry has been showing love to Meagan Good since the week she got married, and as Good explained, she extended that support during her divorce too. So she was getting advice from Halle Berry, and we see why that marriage ended the way it did. Opening up about her admiration for Berry, who's 56, during an episode of the Jennifer Hudson show that aired Monday, Good, who's 41, said that outside of following each other on Instagram and sharing one heartfelt conversation in particular, Berry has offered her an ear during difficult times as well. We share the same makeup artist. Shout out to, Jorge back there? Good told Hudson. He was saying she was wanting to know if she should reach out to me when I was going through my divorce. So I was just like, that's really sweet that there was a lot of support and love. Good and her former husband, Devon Franklin, filed for divorce after 9 years of marriage. They first met on the set of the 2011 film Jumping the Broom, got engaged in May of 2012, and wed in June of 2012 as well. So that was a quick get together and get married, right? You get engaged in May and then you get married in June. The same month when she apparently first met Barry. That's very interesting. During her appearance on the Hudson show, the Harlem actress told the exact story of how she and Barry met at a restaurant when Good was contemplating if she should greet her or not. Ultimately, she decided that she'd do so when Barry was done eating and opened with, "Hi, I'm Meagan," before the fellow actress responded, "I know who you are." I was like, "I love you so much. You've been such an inspiration to me. I know you've gone through so many things publicly and privately and in your career, and you're just so strong." And she got emotional, and I got emotional. Good recall to Hudson. First, I got emotional, and then she got emotional because I got emotional. She continued, and she just was so sweet. And then 2 years later, she started following me on Instagram, and she comments on my pictures. Let me tell y'all, that's how important Instagram is. They know who comments on their posts and who don't. When you see certain celebrities, right, and or Instagram influencers, and you see certain people always in the comment section, that is because they want to get noticed by that person. So they know who follows them and likes their pictures and comments. That's why you see certain people always in the comment section. You see the same blue check marks in certain people's comment sections, and they do it for a purpose. They want to get their attention. Barry wasn't the only person to show kindness towards Good amid her divorce. The star also credited Whoopi Goldberg, oh Lord, as being instrumental in the process thanks to conversations they had. So she had two of the, so you got a multi-divorcee. You got Whoopi Goldberg. Who is Whoopi married to? Again, I mean, if I don't know if Whoopi is married, y'all can let me know. I'm not in deep into Whoopi Goldberg's business, but these are the people that you're getting advice from. On an episode of The View last month, Goldberg saluted the host. Good saluted the host, who's 76 or 67, could be 76, and opened about the process of having to rediscover herself in a lot of ways. Again, a slight to Devon Franklin. Also, I gotta say again, Whoopi was very instrumental in that because we had some really good conversations I needed to have that were illuminating for me and eye-opening for me. Good said, look at the people that she surrounds herself with. Where are the married women that you should be talking to? You're talking to Whoopi Goldberg and Halle Berry. At the time, Good noted that she'd been really excited about what's next. Again, a slight to Devon Franklin. Adding, I'm like, all right, Lord, if you allowed it, what's next, Dad? It's exciting for me, low key. I feel like I get to start my life over in some ways and have a second chance at whatever's supposed to be next. Again, this is a slight at Devon Franklin. See, Devon, this is what happens when you marry a woman a month after getting engaged to her, man. I think she felt stuck, and I think that she just went with it. And it came a point to where, you know, she didn't want to be married to you anymore, Devon. That's why she's excited to be divorced from you and to be single again. I hope Meagan understands there ain't nothing good out there. You know what I'm saying? Most single men ain't trying to wife up nobody right now, especially a 41-year-old woman who was with a pastor, and that couldn't work. So how is it going to work with them? You know? And hopefully Devon is seeing this and understanding exactly the type of woman that he gave his heart to. He gave his heart to a woman that is excited about being divorced from him, who felt like he was an anchor. Again, this is my opinion, but I read between the lines of what she's trying to say. She continued, I'm really embracing that, excited about it. I don't know what to expect, and that's kind of amazing. After filing for divorce, Good and Franklin told people in a statement that there was no one at fault for the end of their marriage and that it marked the next best chapter in the evolution of our love. Well, she ain't showing no love towards you. As a matter of fact, at the divorce proceedings, she didn't even show up. He got a default judgment. Devon Franklin got a default judgment because she never showed up. So they went ahead and finalized the divorce without her. We were incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we've spent together as husband and wife. We are also extremely thankful to God for the testimony being created inside us both, and for blessing our lives with each other, the pair said in a joint statement. She's doing like multiple interviews telling the world that she's excited to be divorced. And y'all want me to believe that, you know, everything was good there? No, she didn't want to be married to him anymore. And I think that she probably has been feeling that way for quite some time. She just never really knew how to tell Devon. Well, I would say this though, if you couldn't make marriage work with a pastor, who are you going to make it work with? And because she's 41, maybe she feels like, you know, she still has time. Maybe she does. Maybe there's a guy out here who's going to be good enough for Meagan Good to want to settle down with, and that she's going to be happy with. Because I think at some point she wasn't happy with Devon. And we all know these women, you know, they want to live lives the way that they want to live it. Especially if we're talking about liberal women. Liberal women don't want any boundaries. They want to be able to do what they want to do. Now, they want men to be traditionalists, but I don't think they want to stick to a traditionalist mindset. And I'm telling you right now, any man she gets with is going to be the opposite of Devon. I guarantee you. So let me know in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.